What's up, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar with. Can everybody hear me? I hope so.
You started already?
You say go ahead, baby.
Okay. Astonishing Melanie.
Yeah, I hope everybody can hear us. If you can't hear us, let us know. We'll try to get with our IT people to fix that. Yeah, how's everybody doing this beautiful Saturday morning? We're all the way in the state of New York City.
Yep, the state of New York City.
Yep.
Jimmy is in the Australian.
Oh, okay.
New York City.
What does that mean? What is the Australian New York City? What would that be? Can you name me a city in Australia?
It is Hannah. No, I can't. No. Well, wait, Sydney.
There we go, Sydney. You're in Sydney.
Hey, Mac.
What's up, man? So, yeah, we're here in New York. We've been going to Comic-Con. Today's our third day going in there, and it's been exhausting, but a lot of fun. And we got to meet some amazing people. We're staying with Joey, and big shout out to MG. She knows who she is. For letting us. She's not watching. Why is this? You gotta hit that like button. Yeah. So normally we do this at 11 a.m., but today we're doing it earlier because we gotta accommodate and take a ferry into the island. Y'all know, I'm sure. So yeah, how's everybody doing this Saturday?
Adam? Let's see. Yeah, Omar interviewed 3 people yesterday.
Yeah, and I made some connections to people. It was nice to put faces with names that I've been talking to, especially with publishers for the last few years, like talking to IDW. I got to talk to Keith Davidson at IDW, and I got to talk to Morgana over at Yen Press. Un from Marvel recognized me. That was really sweet. She came up and said hi. And who else did I talk to? There were a couple of other publishers that like, oh, you're Omar. So it's really cool to see that. It was really cool. And then being recognized, like even with my mask on, was really flattering. It was awesome. Like people just came up to me.
Like D-Rock.
Yeah, there he is. What's up, man? I said he saw me in the escalator, and I recognized him and his voice, and I didn't want to assume, but I'm like, do you make YouTube videos, right? And he was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, awesome. I didn't want to assume, but it was him. So that was really cool. And he gave us a bunch of cool stickers. So everybody should go and check out his channel, The Rocksteady Reviews. So yeah, it's been really cool. Just getting out here and talking to people, filming is a lot because I like to do walkthroughs to kind of give people that don't live anywhere near a Comic-Con and like what it feels like to be in the middle of it, and it is madness. Yesterday it was like shoulder to shoulder. Man, I'm really hyped. But okay. Well, let's talk about this, Bar.
I told you.
All right, so the giveaway emails did stop on Friday. I said I take it up till Friday at 8 p.m. But we can't announce the winners until next week because Melanie forgot. I'm just kidding. It was my fault. We just got caught up getting packed, making sure I had enough videos. Like there's an announcement video tomorrow, and I'll go live early today for Patreon, and making sure I have overviews until we get back home. So I think you have a chance to do a proper, like, random name picker on the emails. But I promise I will as soon as I get back to the beautiful state of Kentucky. Not that New York. Actually, we've had a lot of fun in New York going out with people, and it's been really awesome. Now, I don't know. You having fun?
Yes.
Are you saying that because Joey's sitting on the couch watching us? Come here for a second, man. Come here. You're dressed, right? Okay.
We met this person yesterday.
Oh yes. How are you?
Wait, why am I waving back?
This is Joey, everybody. He was kind enough to lend us a place at his sister. Oh, actually, his sister's kind enough to let us all stay here.
Yeah, so people were saying you drink a lot and that it's one heck of a bar, but it's your
sister's.
This
is not me.
This is your sister's bar.
I mean, I'll drink it. But it's
and a lot of those bottles are full. I don't know why. I don't know why we're going out drinking, but
yeah, I have nothing to do with why he looks the way he does.
I look rough.
I was saying, Joey.
Until you've been taking a shower, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Max said you were the eye candy, Joey.
Yeah, easy now.
And everybody's saying hi.
it was a lot of fun. I will say.
We met Polly Lopes walking back.
We did, yes, and I met him in the convention with his buddy, and then I met him walking back while we were trying to get a cab.
Okay.
I have bought 2 things so far. I bought a Uncle Scrooge pin and an original, or not original, I'm sorry, a print from E.J. Sue, who I got to interview. He's a Transformers artist and one of my favorites. He's the one that designed the hardcovers for Phase 1. I love his art. It's been all over the comics and the toys, and he had like an original Megatron, but he's like a chibi-sized Megatron. And he doesn't make it to the States very often, so I was like, oh, I got to get this. So yeah, it's hard choosing prints and what to buy. My wife, on the other hand, has gone crazy and has bought all these exclusives that I'm like, you don't even collect New York City Comic-Con pins. What are you doing? But we bought a lot of stuff for the kids.
I bought cute stuff. I bought a bunch of Alf comics and some prints.
Any juicy announcements at New York Comic-Con? Something interesting happened at the Joe Quesada booth. He said he was going to be selling exclusive prints at his booth at 4:30, and one of the prints was Batman. So I don't know what that means, because I asked Joey. Because did you get that, Joey? Or
I didn't buy it. No.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, Joe. He didn't get one. So I don't know if that means he's going to be working on a Batman book, or if he's going to sign some kind of exclusive deal with DC, or if he's going to be having some kind of rollover there, because he did leave Marvel. I don't know what that means. But he said there's a reason why it was 4:30. And there was an announcement. Today, the big announcement is whatever Valerio Schitti and Jonathan Hickman are working on. And when I talked to Jonathan Hickman at Heroes Con, and I'm going to reach out to him and interview him, but he was talking about why he left X-Men. And he said that how did he say? He didn't get fired, or he didn't quit, but he was like, Marvel pays me too much to be doing monthly series, and I like doing big event books. So he said whatever I'm working on next is going to be collected in a one big fat omnibus. So I'm pretty excited about that. Like what is going to be this event, and I think that is announced today, because they hinted at it. They showed a couple of slides at the CB Sabuski's what was it, the editor panel?
No, not because Roberto Ramos was there as well.
Okay. Well, there were other people that canceled.
Nick Lowe. Yeah, the people canceled. That was a fun panel because they talked a lot about Strange Academy, and Roberto Ramos talked about his work as an artist. That was really interesting. And Thursday evening we went to a panel honoring, celebrating, just talking about Mark Grunwald. His wife was there, and many people from the Marvel bullpen, and just how it was that work environment and how much fun they had. It was really cool. I like that panel better.
Yeah, it had a lot
more
of
intimate.
It had his his widow, and it had a bunch of the people that he worked with, like Paul Edwards and Bill Sienkiewicz, Jim Salkrup, Joyce Chen, just a few people that he's worked with and he inspired over the years, and all of them sharing stories about what it was like to work at Marvel Comics in the 80s. And it was like, I don't know, it was like you're making comics and you're having fun, so it never felt like work.
And showing a ton of pictures. That
was cool. Behind the scenes.
Who was that showing the pictures?
Elliot
Brown?
Yeah, was it Elliot Brown that was showing? Yeah, because he was in charge of photography.
A lot of pictures, so that was really cool.
He's the guy that they would send out sometimes to go and get like pictures of New York City, because they needed some kind of background for Spider-Man. And at one time, when was it Ross Andrew that was drawing it, they didn't have enough time to go and like draw it, so they just used a photograph of his. Yeah. Can you read that, baby?
Mm-hmm. Craig, thank you for the super chat, and you get the Batusi or Batusi. I've been reading some Carl Barks Duck comics, and they're heartwarming. Great recommendation. A year ago, I wouldn't have considered it. Oh, continue.
Continue. You can find it.
Okay, I will.
I'm glad you're enjoying those, man. I love them. I think they're ones that it's for all ages. And
thinking they're for kids. I've been made fun of for buying duck comics, but they're for everybody.
Absolutely. And
who's making fun of you? Local beat him up.
Okay, well, that's a Patreon tier.
What? We'll go beat up these people for you, tier.
If you're enjoying those, I really hope you check out the Don Rosa stuff, because I think he is a wonderful follow-up to what Karl Barks started. Mm-hmm. So absolutely go and check that out. There's only 10 hardcovers that collect everything that Don Rosa did, including stuff that had previously not been collected. There are box sets as well. So how's New York Comic Con been treating us? Great. I mean, even though it's crowded and draining, I'm having a blast.
We're really tired.
Really tired. But that's a combination of like going out last night and the night before that. Did we go out the night before that? And the night before that. And staying out late and also getting up early to go to the con and doing a lot of walking. So yeah, but still it's a blast.
Are we going to Tokyo Comic Con?
Okay. Are you offering me a place to stay? Because yes.
When is it? We do want to go to Japan next year.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Tokyo Comic Con. Yeah.
No.
So that's okay. I'm sorry.
We go to Comic Cons here.
It's
Japan. I want to see the country. So when are new announcement videos coming?
Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I think is when I got it scheduled for. Today on Patreon. So probably right after this video, so I don't forget. Unlike choosing the winners, and I'm so sorry about that. Seriously, everybody, that's on me. Oh, Michael,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, brother.
You did, Michael. You didn't have to do that.
Thank you, brother.
How are you
so
doing?
Much, man. That means a lot. Still love it, Berserk. Still love Guts. They're beautiful prints, and I'm like, I know, like, where am I gonna put these? But it's a print of Guts and Griffith. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Like it's so hard to choose the right print because you're going to Artist Alley and all these wonderful, talented people that are there. And you see something that strikes your eye, and then you see something else in the next booth. And I think that's what happened to Joey, right? Yeah, you went to go, exactly. You get to see a print by Olivier Coipel, and you ended up buying Brandon Peterson prints. Yeah, so it's really cool to see a lot of artists that don't make it out here to America that often come to this convention.
I just want to mention, I really enjoyed talking to this guy the other day. That's it.
Okay, Michael's good people.
And Max says, I guess rounds are on Michael tonight.
Woohoo!
Anything new you guys found interesting in Comic-Con? Well, I really enjoyed the cosplay.
It's a lot of that.
But something
folks.
New. Oh, there was a Doctor Strange, and somehow he made his cane, I'm sure, like have this invisible seat because he was like levitating over this rug and he was meditating and
had the 6 arms.
I saw him in the exact same place later on. I bet you he's just camped out there. He's just sitting there like with his eyes
That's a smart cosplay because he's just falling asleep. You just fall asleep and people just walk around you. They're very talented people here. I think seeing like what was it, the lines for some of these things, like going into the Super Mario Brothers trailer or seeing the One Piece stuff, it's just insane how people are just lining up just to see a trailer. But I still haven't seen it, the Super Mario Brothers trailer. I'm sure it's phenomenal.
Wait, you are not dancing.
You better hit that like button.
I did already.
All right, my man.
Yeah, we saw Andrew yesterday.
Yep, he was there.
In Artist Alley.
Yep, I bought his book, and Melanie bought a print from him. Really nice guy. He's sitting over by, is it Alexis? I cannot remember his last name. I'm serious. It is overwhelming to see this amount of talent in every aisle. And if you watch my videos, whenever I show you like what the aisles look like, it still doesn't do it justice how long it takes to get through it. And you feel like you're missing out. So you got to keep coming back. I got to talk to Chris Claremont and make him angry yesterday.
Oh yeah. We didn't even get to talk about that because I wasn't following the conversation. There you go, Jeff. Thank you. Get a little butt wiggle.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Best news last week, Amazing Spider-Man 4. Yeah. Arthur Adams is here. Michael Golden. I asked Michael Golden when they're going to do a Marvel Universe by Michael Golden. I love big fan of his art, so it would be cool if Marvel does that one day. And any Alf news? No, Alf is dead. As a matter of fact, no one even talked about Alf.
I went to buy some, and he was like, "Yeah, I had some earlier."
No, he did not.
And I sold a bunch, and I was wearing my #Alpha Omnibus shirt, and like I was trying to make conversation, be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make an Omni someday." He wasn't even looking at me. He didn't care.
By the way,
okay.
In addition to announcing the winners for next week, the person that won the Super Sons expanded omnibus was not from the UK, and he was kind enough to tell me, "Hey, I'm not from the UK. Please make sure that somebody gets this." So I'm not sure if he's watching, Derek, who's giving away that. So what we'll do is next week we'll do it live when we get back home to make it fair, and make sure you're from the UK, please. What's up, dude? Yes, I made my dude mad, man. He got mad because I was like, "Oh, I gotta wait for the Gambit trade." He's like, "No, you buy the single issues." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that." And I'm like, "But you're getting an extreme." Yeah, he kind of went on a little tirade, but that's at the end of the day. And I had to go just say hi. So I'm like, "All right, bye, Dad. I love you." Do you think Image will reprint Some to Eternity? That book, it's sold out in 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't know. Rick Remender always likes to hype his things up and say, "This is it. We're only doing 5,000 prints of this." I can imagine that they will. I mean, they did the same thing with Deadly Class. Black Science had 2 printings, and he said this is the last one. So I think so. I think the only ones that haven't been reprinted are what? Tokyo Ghost. Low got a reprint. Low Volume 1 got a reprint. So yeah, I'm assuming that will come one day. I'm sorry if you missed out on it, though.
Did you see any Omnis?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You did? I saw some trades. Was it at the
Gem City had some, Midtown Comics had some. There was another booth that had some. Phantom Comics had some.
Oh,
yeah. You gotta have an eye for these things.
Well, there is a lot of stuff.
There is a lot of anime figures. Like for a place called New York Comic Con, it's really interesting.
But that's how it always is, right?
It is, and it feels like it's kind of shifting that way, right? Like less and less comics. So many comic slabs. Like every booth just about has. If you have comics, you usually have CGC stuff in there, which is crazy. Like there's still some vendors that only have single issues in long boxes, but sometimes there's vendors that just have nothing but CGC books in long boxes and stuff.
So Matt, thank you for the super
What's
chat.
up, Matt? How are you, man?
Here, go ahead and read his comment because we talked to him
Hey,
yesterday.
y'all, it was great meeting you too. However, awkward. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time.
However awkward it was talking over the queue line. Hope to run into you at some point today.
Yeah, man, your buddies were so kind. They came over and said hi. They were like, "Hey, are you Omar?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they were like, "Yeah, our friend is downstairs. He wanted to say hi." And Matt actually won one of our things, and I wish I had known. I would have brought it to him. Maybe we'll do that. If you win an auction, fly from overseas, I'll bring it to you at New York Comic Con. You can pick it up.
You're not Englishing today.
I'm not Englishing today. No, I'm not.
You do have an eye for thick books.
I do. I do. It's called peripheral vision.
I've never been to a con where there's so much money spent in these huge banners, these huge blow-ups, these
money spent from the publishers and vendors. Yeah. I don't know what kind of money Whatnot has, but holy crap.
Oh yeah,
it's insane. Like
they had a huge area in the system going on,
and it's not cheap to set up at San Diego Comic-Con, to pay for a table, to pay for a booth. It is quite expensive. And we have a superstar sticker from our buddy.
It says cool. It's like an avocado. Kind of working out.
Thank you for that, Bar. I needed that this morning.
Has DC announced any Omnis for their upcoming catalog?
No, DC doesn't even have it's really strange to come to New York Comic Con and not see DC. Like who?
Yeah, somebody's asking earlier in the chat, like, did you get to meet like somebody from DC?
Sadly, no. There's nobody from DC. The only thing they have, and this isn't DC bashing, of course. I think, the only thing they had was a Teen Titans booth, but it's the Teen Titans from the HBO Max show. or the Titans booth. That's it. I mean, that is it. There's no comic book presence. And I think a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that they're probably saving money because they're probably going to end up buying, selling it again to somebody. So who knows who will end up with it. But I think that's what's happening. I mean, it just feels like they're not spending any money. And I don't know if that means they're going to downsize collected editions. I think they'll still come out with some. But I think as far as spending more money out there in things like this to promote their books, they're just going to put a pause on that until whoever ends up buying it. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Oh, no. DC.
Hello, Nathan.
Don't care. Oh.
I think it's not really don't care. I just don't think they have the manpower to do it or you got to answer to the board, the people with the money. And it sucks because I'm sure the people that want to make these books and want to talk about them can't because there's just not enough manpower. But they're not the only ones. Dark Horse isn't here. Image isn't here. That surprises me that Image didn't come out here.
Yeah, I wish Dark Horse was here. IDW, their setup is really great.
It's really cool setup.
And Scott Snyder was
he was
signing yesterday, and Omar interviewed 3 Transformer artists in this really nice coffee shop kind of thing.
Feels like you're not even at the convention.
Except when the Whatnot people were.
Except when there was some kind of auctions. Yeah, and eBay's kicking off this live auction thing tomorrow here at New York Comic Con. That's pretty crazy. So it's been an interesting time getting to see all kinds of things and still trying to make content and film and then network. And now today, I don't think I have anything planned except going to see some folks that have reached out to me to go and have lunch with them or say hi to them. So today I think I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to go and see what's out there for me and try to pick up some things.
Yeah, you need to buy some things.
It can't all be work, right? I got to take some time to myself to do it. I mean, I guess this isn't really work. I love you guys and I love doing these things. So I have to do it, even if it's for a shorter amount of time, an earlier time. But we will be back at our normal hour next Saturday. I did get to find out some stuff behind the scenes, like some off the record stuff. I can't say anything yet from Yen Press and from IDW and Mad Cave. So off the record stuff that I'm excited to talk about later on whenever they make their formal announcements. Kind of like the Dark Horse thing, right? Like Dark Horse asked me kindly not to say anything about Oh My Goddess license coming back to them. And of course, I don't want to burn any bridges. I'm not going to say a word, not for a click, So because they have their own PR team that announces those kind of things on social media, and they were like, please don't say anything, don't even hint at it, or hint at what's being released. You can hint at something coming back, and we're going to announce our thing through social media. I think it went up on Thursday. We shared it through our Twitter and Instagram, but that's really cool that they asked me not to. And then, they told me ahead of time. So I'm very excited for Oh My Goddess, by the way, one of my favorite manga of all time. And it's coming back in omnibus form. They're reprinting volumes 1 and 2, and volume 7 is the one volume that got canceled a couple of years ago when they lost the license. And now it's back in the catalog.
Any chance we get a Dr. Fate on me?
One day, man. I keep saying one day for every DC question. You figure with the movie, why not? Well, I don't know. Never mind. I think there's just no planning ahead for things like this because even the movie was delayed with Black Adam. I'm sorry, because they could have done a really good collection of Black Adam, but I guess maybe they see that the JSA Omnis coming back to print are kind of a way to cash in on the movie.
Craig, the girls are not with us.
No, we miss them.
Mm-hmm.
I miss them. I messaged my daughter earlier today, and I'm like, "Oh, I miss you. Like you would have had fun with me." Talking to the Transformers people.
Is Boom there?
Boom is not here. I'm sorry. Boom is also not here. First Second is here. PRH is here. And I want to go. I need to go back over there to reintroduce myself to make sure that they give my information to the PRH contact.
We got business cards.
Yeah, Staples business cards. We're official.
Yeah. Jeff, thank you for the super chat. Whoever gets DC should employ Omar as their DG.
As their DG. First order of business, Man of Steel.
Oh, wait. It should be There we go.
My man. First order of business, Man of Steel Omnibus.
Oops.
Then Batman post-crisis. Then we finish out Wonder Woman. I need that William Messner Loeb's run. Love it. Because, I mean, we don't really need that much because they've done such a good job. They did a good job with George Paydez, and then they gave us the Phil Jimenez one. So really what you need in there is William Messner Loeb's and Jerry Ordway and the John Byrne. I mean, we don't really need that much. You could put that into one big book. It'd be great.
I'm going to get some of our swag. You read this.
Okay.
Can you read it?
I don't know if
Lean forward.
I should have worn my glasses. Man, that tease of Hickman, new Marvel, work with Valerio Schetti. It looks like Doctor Strange, but Schetti said it's not. It's curious what you think. Yeah, so they flashed that picture, and they flashed another picture that I don't think has been shared on social media yesterday. I don't know. For some reason, of course I want Hickman to go back to X-Men, so I immediately think, oh, it's X-Men, it's Nate Gray. They did have a huge banner of the Dark Web, which is their big crossover this December between X-Men and Spider-Man and X-Men. And it has something to do with Madeline Pryor and Ben Reilly, two people that were rejected because they're not real. I assume that's the tag for that. But I think the unveil of whatever event it is, and I'm excited because I really hope it's a big event. It's like a company-wide event, not just focusing on Spider-Man, not just focusing on X-Men. Because I think the last one we had was what? I guess Empire and the King in Black. Those kind of count. So I guess, I don't know, but it feels like Hickman just builds up these stories. So whatever he started in X-Men, I feel like he'll continue it in this. So I'm super excited. Super excited. Did you give Joey a copy of his?
Yeah, last night.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I remember one Christmas I got a camera and I set up all of my Christmas presents and took a picture. And so I guess I was starting to be a collector. Here's D-Rock's sticker. Ooh.
Yeah, thanks for that. I think it's a really cool design.
Miracle Man Zero from attending the comics panel yesterday.
Yeah, dude, they about had a riot when they said, I think we're out. And I saw some
boxes. It was the last one.
And I saw some boxes. I'm like, what about those boxes? And the girl was like, oh, thank you. I almost got killed.
And I read this while waiting to get my picture taken with John Leguizamo.
So they do give free copies. I think they did the same. They do the same thing at D23 and C2E2 and San Diego Comic Con if you attend a panel. If it's Marvel Comics, usually you'll get some kind of single issues. And then Humberto Ramos gave a special 1 out of 25. What was it? A print or a cover he did for the Edge of Spider-Verse or the end of the Edge of Spider-Verse. And Peach Momoko's line was insane. I really wanted to buy an original piece from her, but all the more affordable pieces were gone, and the only ones left were a couple of grand. And the Uncanny Omar don't roll like that. So I'm like, I'll buy some prints because she's wonderful. She was doing some what do they call them? I almost call them. I keep calling them watermarks, but the marquees. Yeah, she does marquees for the first 30 or so people. But yesterday she did 60 of them. And man, her line is ridiculous. We got there early and we were still told, no, sorry. This is the end of the line. She has to rest. She has to eat. Yeah, this is the piece I got from EJ Sue. It's a chibi size Megatron. I love that piece. So it's very cool that he was there. I ended up with that. That's going to go in a frame.
Oops.
He had a beautiful Cyclonus piece too.
And this is what I got from Andrew. It's the who's the Pop-Tarts dude? You guys know, with the crazy commercials and stuff. And he gave this to the girls. And
Melanie got to meet one of her celebrity crushes,
John Leguizamo.
I
told him, I think you're a good voice actor. Here, baby, pick a question.
If I can see, my eyes are still dry. Do you think there will be reprints for JMS Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 with Brand New Day Omni coming out soon after all? Do I think there will be? Yeah, probably. I mean, Volume 1 sold well enough. Volume 2 actually had 2 printings already. Remember, the very first printing of Volume 2 was the flat spine from Malaysia. There was a printer in Malaysia that did Black Widow, JMS Volume 2, Wolverine reprint, and oh my gosh, Wolverine reprint. That book has sold out every freaking. What? I met this guy, dude. What's up, guys? I thought you were doing it at 8 a.m. Yeah, we thought about it, man, but it's way too early. So happy we got to hang out on Thursday. On my way to the cruise ship now with my wife. Dude, safe travels. Yeah, Omar Reyes. It was weird calling someone else Omar. He's a really good dude, man. We went out to Break Bar? Joey? Yeah. Where you drink and you smash glass. We met Merv from Impractical Jokers, who wrote a book, which I was like, you can't write.
Wow, that's what you told him.
He was a funny guy. I thought he'd appreciate that.
I didn't hear you say that. What's upcoming on the Bestest channel ever this week?
So tomorrow's at 6 a.m. will be the breaking news, and I think at 12 is the Black Panther, the early years Omni, and Monday is the Ultimate X-Men Omnibus. Tuesday will be the trades. Wednesday, I don't know yet. It's been tough trying to keep up and stay ahead, and now I got to go back and catch up. So to do these things, you have to, plan way ahead. We got a stack of books from IDW they give them to press, so that was really cool.
And
we gave some away already.
Star Trek to Bobby.
Yeah, I was a big Star Trek fan. It's really cool. So there's a lot of stars. Like every time this happens, like some people are like, "Yeah, you can film in there," and then other people are like, "No, you cannot film in here." Wherever the movie stars and the TV stars are, and I just take a gamble and I get my camera in there and I'm like man, I'm a pro.
It was the autograph and photo op section.
But I'm not in the picture with those people.
No, you got to pay to get a picture of them, period.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You win that argument, Melanie. This is way too early for this. Heck yeah. Alf Comics. What is wrong with you people? Alf Comics.
I didn't even know they existed. Oh, you did? You watched the show?
Was there yesterday. Totally missed running into you guys. Did you get to go to any panels? Got to see what is it?
Violent night screening. Oh, there's a screen. I watched the trailer this morning, right? Because Joey and his sister are talking about it, and I'm interested in if they can pull off a good balance for the humor and the coolness, because it was with the music that was playing, and then all of a sudden, actually John Leguizamo and others come in like shooting people, and Santa's going to save the family, but it was like real violence mixed with like fantasy, right? Santa fighting, and I don't know. I see what they're going for, but I don't think it's going to work.
You said that already.
Me. Okay. Oh no, I'm trying to put them up.
Oh, my bad. Omar, because of you, I have now bought every single Claremont X-Men Omni, and I haven't ever read any of it because I think this is more about you, man, than me. But I hope you enjoy them as much as I did. Don't tell Chris Claremont anybody now. He's like, he went off. Tomorrow, breaking news: Road to Onslaught Omnibus. No, not tomorrow. Omar, thoughts on Jackman coming back as Wolverine? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go. Let's give him one more go round. It's gonna be weird though, because for those of you that haven't seen Logan, it was a good send off. So, but if you're gonna bring him back, then why not do it in something goofy like Deadpool? I haven't caught up on any shows. I gotta go and watch She-Hulk. I gotta go and watch Rings of Power. I didn't get to watch Werewolf by Night. That came out yesterday, I believe. And then we're probably the first one I'm going to watch is House of the Dragon, because I'm loving that show. love House of the Dragon. It's been so good. I wish those people were here.
Does Chris Claremont not like the Omnis?
Well, he was going on a little bit of a spiel about how Omnis don't really affect sales of single issues, and it's the single issues that the company sees, so people need to buy single issues again. So, yeah, I better not tell him what my channel's about then. Next time I interview him. The home of single issues.
No single issues.
Was hope to run into you guys at New York Comic Con, but no luck yesterday. I'm sorry. Will you be here today? Yeah, just come and say hi if you run. It was crowded yesterday, and I was wearing a mask. But sometimes I did have my camera out though, and people still recognize me. That was really nice. Somebody said I had cool hair. I really appreciate that guy.
Have there been any news or updates on the Spawn Deluxe Edition reprints, volume 1 through 4?
No, not yet. I did reach out to them, but like I said, they were probably planning New York Comic Con, so I'm sure things will go back to normal next week, and I'll try again.
Mm-hmm. Matt's saying check out Sean Coase's artwork on the floor at the end of row 1400. Dope artistic interpretations of different mental health issues. Oh, maybe.
Did you see them?
Walk by. I was looking for somebody, so I was kind of just walking, like I wasn't really looking. But I think I know what you're talking about.
And some of the artists are like thrown in with the vendors too, so they're kind of a little bit separated. I wonder why that is. Maybe if they have to pay more to go up in the vendor alley. Hi,
Omar. How are you? Are you going to reach us this week for giveaway results?
Next weekend. So to answer your first question, no, I'm exhausted, and that's why it's going to be next weekend. So thank you for your patience. But all the emails are in. And again, next week will be UK only giving away a copy of Super Sons expanded edition from Derek. I don't know if he's watching, if he's up now. Surprise, Derek.
Was the Sarah hardcover pushback? It seems like it's not available for pre-order yet.
Should be available for pre-order, maybe directly through TKO, but I believe it's November was the date that I had. In October, they're starting to come out with some newer titles.
Brandon and others are mentioning the fact that the single issues are a lot when you could get a trade for cheaper for the amount of money per issue and such.
Okay, so that is something that I brought up to Claremont. I'm like, well, why not, instead of doing 6 single issues? I know collectors are going to hate me for saying this. Why not do a graphic novel like God Loves, Man Kills? And his reply was like, actually, I was really surprised by his reply. He said it wouldn't sell. People are not going to pay $20 for an original graphic novel with the X-Men. And I did not want to get into a debate because the man was leaving and he was tired and he'd been signing all day. So I thought, that's an interesting answer, because I really think it would. I think we are in different times where a $20 original graphic novel would sell over $5 issues.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Some people still like single issues. Like I said, I'm not hating on that. You can't CGC a graphic novel. You can't put variants on graphic novels, like 30 variants, and you can't flip them. So there are some good counter arguments.
CNS SA4 just ordered all 6 trade paperbacks of the Manhattan Projects on CGN. Do you think the series will ever be finished?
That's one that's on indefinite hiatus. I don't know what's going on. I've heard rumors. Apparently there was an argument, and I don't know. I really hope so. Hey, voracious reader.
We are. Well, it's not Joey's house. It's his sister's.
It's his sister's house. Yeah. Joey's over there.
And
he said hi earlier. You can come say hi again if he wants to.
New York Comic Con is definitely an experience, and as you could tell, we're really tired. It's only halfway through. I'd like to see something in New York.
We did,
but
we saw the Empire State Building. We
from a distance.
Saw a bunch of traffic.
Oh, we walked across Manhattan. Like,
saw Hell's Kitchen.
From east to west. What was I going with that? But yeah, it's definitely experience. there's just so much.
I'm pretty sure you can CGC some of those old trade paperbacks. I get your point, but also don't be shocked if CGC starts doing more. Well, I saw people were doing the video games here at the convention, like putting them in CGC style boxes.
Yeah, make Joey host the show while we rest. Did we didn't go into Hex Kitchen, did we? Hell's Kitchen.
Oh,
we did. We passed. Yeah, that's
That's what I said. Why does my wife ever believe anything I say?
No, I'm asking. I don't remember. Like, it was. I just genuinely don't remember.
And at this time, I just want to remind everybody to check out Walt's Comic Shop. They're based out of Berlin, Germany, and they ship all over the EU and the UK. And they were one of our big sponsors last week. They have books, the cheapest prices on DC and Marvel big books. And let's see. Yes, that's Walt's
Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe.
And if you're a first-time customer, tell them Near Mint Condition. Use the code Near Mint Condition at the checkout, and you get free shipping on your first order of 40 euros or more. Or your next order, I'm sorry.
So the smoke detector went off. Yeah, like, isn't it? It's been going off like randomly. Except the first night it was.
You only got tickets for Friday. I'm sorry, man.
Just wanted to see how it was.
Yeah.
And Friday is the slowest. Or no, I'm sorry, Thursday. I was thinking you said Thursday, but yeah, Friday. Bye, Adam. Imagine if they.
I have made that joke a lot, and I'm sure it's coming. But
like
what?
Like a big box kind of thing. High quality ads. I did so much walking on my trip to New York City. Manhattan is huge. Good shoes, have fun. Yeah, and I need new shoes. I just found out because my knees are hurting. They tried.
We're gonna pick up a battery at the convention. Yeah. You think there will be a Batman White Knight Omnibus? Absolutely. Yeah. That stuff sells too well. But we gotta wait until the Batman or White Knight Beyond. The Harley Quinn, they can put that in there, and I assume whatever little stories they have planned.
John, in my head every day is the New York's cover. They might be giants did of New York City.
Sometimes I did, like when we were landing, I thought
and I'm
about
not
Jay-Z.
close to them because they're in Virginia today, and I was like, I could be in the same area as them. How's the weather up there? It's beautiful. I wish I could be there to meet you guys, and love that we still got the stream regardless of New York Comic Con going on. Oh, well, you're welcome. Sorry that we're not like
next year. I'll see if I can go in there because they have like a panel,
energetic today,
like a place where you can go and stream your thing. But I don't even know what to talk. I can't even get an answer about like filming in there. Like it's kind of some aspects of New York Comic Con are very well like planned and handled. I think like the entrances and the exits are very well done. But like some of the photo op stuffs are kind of a mess and a nightmare, especially when you're paying that amount of money to meet somebody. Do you think there will be I answered that one.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Are Titan Comics there? I don't think so.
No, sorry. No Titan Comics. Pretty much it's IDW. Marvel has a huge booth, and Mad Cave Studios, First and Second, Yen Press, Viz. Who else is here? Bandai. Bandai has huge toys everywhere and gigantic statues. What announcements are you hoping?
What announcements are you hoping come from New York Comic Con?
Yeah, whatever Hickman and Valerio Scacchi are working on, and Joe Quesada, Batman. Is he just doing covers, or is he going to be doing actual Batman? That would be cool. And who the writer is? Kevin Smith. Oh, Kevin Smith did say he was going to wrap up his Batman stories, and him and Quesada are friends. I wonder if that's what they're going to do. Vault. Oh, 2000 AD is here, dude. Where's 2000 AD?
I'll search.
Go. That's your job today.
I'll get to work.
Thank you, Omar.
Dude, I got to go talk to them. I love those guys. And Source Point. And I need to go make relations with Vault and whisper in their sweet ear about these hardcovers. They should be coming out. How do we not have these Savage Shores in hardcover format? Omar, make sure to mention to Marvel about the long overdue need for that micro. Oh, who did I talk to about? That's another funny conversation between creators and myself, right? I was talking to Michael Golden about, how big of a fan of his I am and all the stuff that he's done over the years. And he was like, yeah, they've done like Micronauts in hardcover format. Now, if you've watched me and you've seen my interviews, I am never the guy to correct these creators. I'm like, okay. But I think what happened was he was talking about the artist edition of Micronauts, which is long out of print, which I entered a raffle for, so I did spend money on that. But but he was like, yeah, IDW published these hardcovers of Micronauts. I'm like, where? Maybe you got to check for something, and that's what he thinks that they did. So, because sometimes like creators really are out of tune with what, especially once they've written a comic and they've been away for a while, how they don't know what's out there, what if there's trade paperbacks or what available of their stuff. Bye, Hannah. Lionheart, what's up, man?
Thank you for the super chat.
Udon. I didn't see Udon either. Did you see Udon? Yeah, because I was looking for them. I love those guys, and I was.
Found 2000 AD.
You found Joey found 2000 AD in his living room. Thanks, brother. Ooh, silent.
Oh, she's not moving.
Melanie.
All right, Pingu then.
Yeah, that's exactly what Lionheart wanted.
Thank you, Lionheart. Oh, and I'm going to try to find Elsa Chartier today because I didn't know she's going to be there, and she's on the app, but she doesn't have like a number, where's she at, a location. And I looked on the physical board of artists, and her name's not on there, but I was like, I'm gonna try. I'll walk around and see if I can find her because that would be awesome to like meet her in person.
Thank you, brother. We'll find 2000 AD. This is funny. Claremont certainly doesn't know. Well, I tell you what, I take back what I said. There is one creator that is really heavily involved with collected editions. That is Jonathan Hickman. Hickman, like, that's why him and David Gabriel, he calls him Gabriel, are pretty close because he suggests things, I think, to the collected editions department. Because he likes it. For anybody that has ever got a Hickman book, like, it's a very common thing for the covers to all be in the back, and the chapters are kind of just put together by 6 issues or so. So if he wants the experience of the reader to be one that's like, I want to read a cover to cover book and then throw the extra stuff in the back like the covers. It's okay. We'll be back to our normal time next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Thank you, Mega Shrimster. Would you buy a Hickman Quesada Alf miniseries?
Oh, no. Yeah. Wait, who's writing? Hickman.
Yes.
Yes. Why? Yes, of course. That is ridiculous, but I would.
There you go.
Why do we have that? You're an instigator.
Thanks for doing this story, NYCC, and enjoy the rest of
Thank
the
you.
con.
Thank you so much. It's been a blast so far. Rob Forbes, hey Omar, would you like to see Jonathan Hickman do something different and apply his grandiose storytelling to a street level crossover? Yeah, I think that would be really cool. It would be different and maybe closer to something like Nightly News, where you have some kind of conspiracy going on since it features these street level heroes. That would be, I know he's got the talent to do it. That would be really cool instead of making this big, huge, intergalactic, multi-dimensional hopping event. Not just a conspiracy that's going on in the government. And Luke Cage and Iron Fist got to go and find out what's going on. Heroes for hire, baby.
Did you talk to Matt Cave about Beckstar yesterday?
I'm going to, that's who I'm having lunch with today is Joe. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, everyone. Yes, everyone.
Roberto's saying Hickman is involved because of his graphic design background.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if people know or not, but he also draws a lot of stuff. Like Nightly News is full of his art. I think it's just him. Bendis also draws. Tyler saying,
thank
hey.
you. And Graham's here as well.
What's that, man?
Hey, Tyler. Hope you are doing well. Do you have any horror, new or old, that you can suggest?
I always suggest the EC archives, and then they're being reprinted in softcover format. These Savage Shores, because I just mentioned it. And I always am a big pusher for Infidel. That thing creeped me out. And that's very difficult to do. I get creeped out easy, but Infidel was excellent.
Yeah, it was.
I'm trying to think. I started reading some of the Razor Blades, and that's really excellent, which we gave a copy away at our last giveaway.
Yeah, here's Graham. How are you doing?
Hey, Graham. When are the new Epic announcements? You just right to the point. I think I should have that stuff this coming week. I don't know when I'll do the video, so I will try to do the video. I'll get with Curtis to do that video. Okay?
And Omar, she did meet Maribel. Yes, he did meet Maribel yesterday.
Yeah. I talked to my contact there has been Allison, and it used to be Asia, and they're both wonderful ladies that I've worked with. But I think Asia ended up leaving, and now it's just Allison and what was her name? Maya. What's up, man? I should be getting your book from Dying Breed Collectors. They're shipping it out to you. So yes, if you won, by the way, be a little patient with us. We'll start looking at emails, and I can't do them all at the same time, so I have to do them in bunches, like getting your information if you live overseas.
You're shaking the table.
Oh, I'm sorry. Omar,
sorry. Yeah, he did say she looked like Maribel, not that she was.
Oh. Omar, any chance of getting Wolverine Origins Omnibus by Daniel Way? Yeah, one day. Not my favorite. Will I buy it? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Hey, Omar, do top 5 Peter David runs. Hulk 1 or 80 Spectacular Spider-Man on your list? Oh, God. Hulk is up there. Yes, of course. I mean, this is easy, right? You have Spider-Man 2099, X-Factor Investigations. I love his original run, but Investigations was just so amazing. Oh, no, this isn't easy. I'm sorry. Supergirl. Yeah, this is hard now. Supergirl. But do I like Mark? Oh, gosh, dang it. All right. Aquaman. Captain Marvel. I didn't even have Hulk. Wait, let me redo that. I'll take Hulk over Captain Marvel. No whammies. Dang it. Why do you all ask these tough questions? Put me on the spot.
Supergirl, X-Factor, Hulk to 2099, Young Justice.
That's a good choice. I almost went with Young Justice too.
Krakoa Era New Mutants OHC Volume 1 coming soon?
I have not heard. The only ones I know are Wolverine Volume 2, X-Force Volume 2. I think that was it so far. Daredevil's coming out with a hardcover, Volume 4.
No, don't worry about it.
No.
And
Thank you, though. Thank you. The super chats did help. Do help a lot. Good morning, NMC, the best Saturday morning show. Any new Omnibus announcements? So the Avengers, no Avengers, but yes, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. You do give off the vibe that you're betraying somebody with your lists.
Yeah, Peter David. How dare you, Omar? How dare you not choose Hulk up there? No, what's wrong with me?
Are you going to do an overview of Jock's One Dark Knight anytime soon?
I have so many overviews to do when I get back of a bunch of DC books like Haunted Knight. Oh my gosh. What happened was one of my packages, I don't know what's going on with the Postal Service. Anytime I get something from California, it just sits in Cincinnati, Ohio for like a week, and then they let it go, even though it's being mailed out via priority, which is supposed to be 2 days. And it's kind of getting annoying. So sorry, I assume they're backed up, and I'm not going off on the Postal Service because I know they all work hard. But it's just really weird that the ones from California are only doing that. Anywhere else in the country, it's okay.
Var was getting jealous that I was giving Harley Quinn to somebody else earlier.
I'm gonna get mine,
so thank you, Var, for the super sticker. Are there any comic books in the style of Game of Thrones, like adult high fantasy, wars, mythical creatures, strong female protagonists, monstrously evil characters, etc.?
Monstrous, but you better be ready for some heavy reading. That's an understatement. It's heavy dialogue, heavy reading. But that you just described, monstrous. That is Marjorie Liu and is this Sanaka that does the artwork, and they're working on another book, which surprises me because I really thought they would finish out Monstrous with the second hardcover coming out. Let's see. Lake of Fire, I always recommend. That's one of my favorites. And I think I'm going to make a list of my top 10 fantasy graphic novels.
Oh,
so you can check out.
She already read Monstrous.
Oh, she did? Okay. Magic Knight Ray Earth. Hey, Omar, if you had to choose, would you? I'm not kidding about Magic Knight Ray Earth. I love Magic Knight Ray Earth. Would you rather get a Bishop's Crossing Executioner Song Omni or a Messiah Complex? I'm being selfish because I already have that.
Logan, yeah, you can bring a backpack into the con. You go through like metal detectors and they may search it. But yeah, you definitely need something to carry things in.
Any interviews coming up? Yeah, there's going to be an interview with the IDW Transformer artist. I did 3 artists at the same time. Like, it wasn't round table because of the setup that they had, so I did them one at a time. It was really cool though to get each one of them is so different. I haven't run into McFarlane yet. I haven't seen him. I wanted to go say hi. I wanted to go say hi to Liefeld. You know, these guys, man, they have a huge line. They don't even show you Jim Lee. Jim Lee's like behind a curtain. You can just assume Jim Lee is signing your books because it's like the hand that comes from behind the curtain signing. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. But he is like all the way in the corner behind a bunch of curtains and you have to walk into a line.
New Spooky Channel's saying, I noticed that Marvel has a special Cross-Gen Tales compilation issue coming out next month.
Yep. They haven't forgotten, man. Hey, Melanie and Omar, will Doomsday Clock ever get the deluxe hardcover treatment? I think so. Yeah, because I mean, we're getting an Absolute. The Absolute is one of the books I'm actually doing an overview of. But we will probably get one of those. Yeah, we'll definitely get a deluxe edition. Everybody, you all know I love talking and going on longer than I need to, but I do have to cut it short because we are guests of people and we all need to go to the convention and have some fun, but we still wanted to make sure that we did this in time because we love you all. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we will be back to our regular schedule at 11 a.m. I'll announce the 3 winners next week. We're also giving away to the UK-only viewers a copy of Superman. So make sure you're watching if you're from the UK next week, always. Superman Expanded Omnibus. Super Sons, I'm sorry. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. Your online home for cheap graphic novels. Smash that like button, everybody. And yeah, if you're here, say hello. You know, that's cool. So it's been amazing so far.
Bars got it for me. Thank you guys for saying, wishing us fun and brush your teeth and always stay minty. I did brush my teeth. Did you brush your teeth?
I brush my teeth every morning. What are you talking about?
And stay minty.
Bye, everybody. Big shout out again to